Then we got Banham coming up against acola. They are playing now, and the set count, as we saw earlier, is lifetime 1-0 in the side of acola, but you never know with Proto what's going to happen here, especially at Summit. He seems to play his best here in this venue. So
it feels like Banham is particularly good, not just overseas, but also in the invitational format. So we'll see how he functions here. I mean, everybody's if there is a human being alive whose bracket is still stable, I would like to meet them, because I feel like every bracket has been shattered from top to bottom.
His bracket's starting to be unstable.
Yeah. It's starting.
Everything has erupted. Yeah, it erupted at the very beginning of the first set of the day with Void over Spargo. But you got two of the best players from Japan going at it right here. It's going to be Banham versus acola. We're starting off with Min versus Steve. Let's go.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good one. I know, like, they've got a couple of past exchanges between each other, right? I think there was like a 1st to 10 where Banham came out on top, but last time in tournament, I believe it was acola who found victory. So definitely, you know, again, two of the best in Japan meeting on American soil, guaranteed to be another banger.
Okay, a little bit of the Fighter Pass 2 action we got going on here, too. Two of the hottest contested characters in the game right now. Steve and Min, so powerful.
Yeah, Min, I mean, Proto going to use that neutral air as much as possible to take out the blocks here, but, you know, acola, you got to, in terms of playstyle, I feel like acola is going to be able to mine a good amount of resources here just because of the, you know, the nature of Min.
True. Yeah, that is interesting that we're not seeing the Lucina. I feel like his Lucina would do well in this matchup, but, you know, obviously, I never question Proto's character choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude's got a full notebook.
There's a method to the madness.
It only says up B, but it's all good.
And both characters are well equipped for sure. I mean, he pilots both of them at such a high level. Oof. But I mean, you know, acola coming in, I mean, he dismantled Gluto, man, like that right there. He is top of the world. But right now, just getting knocked off the stage into the blast zone with authority. Proto bringing that back and taking the first stock.
I love that down tilt to actually get under the minecart. Not sure if that was a reaction or just something that happened by accident, but looked very good. He's doing a great job of, well, I was going to say avoiding all the kill stuff. You know, he got away from the minecart. He lands right into the forward smash. Kind of unlucky.
Can't avoid Steve F smash forever. It is inevitable, to be honest. And let's look at how the Megawatt actually is just kind of chipping away very strongly at the walls that acola is setting up here.
He's just so good at pushing off stage. You see that, the tilt into the Ram, just constant. If he let the laser rip, that should have killed.
Yeah.
So much pressure acola has to deal with. Can't use those strong resources on Steve.
Yeah, and even if you delay your normal getup against the Megawatt, the Dragon Arm comes through. Incredible shuffling of that secondary arm coming out from Proto.
Yeah.
We saw the Megawatt Nair to just dismantle the blocks. Oh, I think you're in a minecart, into the Ram, clip you out of the minecart. So well executed in this second stock.
And just the tracing, the way he followed acola and kept the pressure on. Beautiful stuff from Banham.
I just can't believe he was stuck at that right ledge for so long. It feels like Banham just eventually will get you totally locked down between the Ram and even just jumping high. He'll do a full hop Ram and maybe even pop it off with the Dragon Arm. So you can see him here just letting the Ram go. That run up grab, very kind of audacious, but he knows he's not going to do anything. A fully charged smash. Banham takes game one.
No sheesh needed.
His timing just immaculate. And I mean, talk about, you know, we mentioned the fact that, yeah, maybe Lucina is the better pick here. The crazy thing is, even if that is the case, he traditionally is going to switch anyway. So he's get the first win with Min, puts himself in a great position. And that was just an authoritative win with the 2-stock.
Great matchup knowledge coming out from Banham, and you already know, very well-studied player. If you're shuffling between these two characters and you get the results that Banham gets, you have to be well-studied, right? And again, this such great switching. The main, because if you go forward tilt or side smash with the arms, they don't really do that much damage to the blocks. It almost counts as projectiles, right? And they kind of just get hit off the block, and it doesn't really do much, but we see a lot of the neutral airs from either the Dragon Arm or the special arm that does incredible damage to these blocks. Or shoots them above and kind of fast falls down too. That seems like that's a way that Banham's able to get the Megawatt in at the very least.
All right, well, game number 2, sticking with the Min.
Wow.
Yeah, right there. That's crazy.
Dude, I'm saying, like, Min can deal with the wall so well. She can jump over it and shoot over it, and then also can destroy them very quickly. Megawatt neutral air, very strong at deleting the blocks. Oh my God, and going underneath too. I'm telling you, she deals with the wall pretty damn well, I gotta say.
There's a reason Proto feels comfortable enough to roll it twice in a row. Oh, wow, that would have been a crazy pickup.
Oh, jeez.
Off of acola's own wall.
Sometimes when a block is up, it feels like people are like magnetically attracted to it.
Yeah,
They just kind of get knocked into it and pulled in. Has the diamond on deck. And look at the way that acola is like just very gently short hopping over that stuff when it goes under the block.
My goodness.
Oh, I love these up Bs on the ground. Of course, Min Min having different up Bs if you're in the air or on the ground. There on the ground, you launch upward. So you see Banham trying to chasing down some of these high recoveries here, but acola is going to get the lead for this game number 2.
128 trying to chase him down.
Ooh, big combo.
Had no resources. You saw the block, right?
Yeah.
He was like, please let me extend this, but
can I spawn the ground, please?
you pull up a platform like the Rock on PS1. Yeah.
Oh, wow. The backside of that down smash connected.
see that?
And acola going super deep.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, absolutely.
Great angle.
Not a question.
Yeah.
No resources, no problem. What's up?
No problem.
Definitely responding.
He's not even trying to mine.
Nah.
We're scrapping.
He's got such a strong lead. I mean, this is the perfect response to that game
He's
one.
like, yo, just kill me. I want those materials back.
I'll get mats when I'm dead. There we go. Maybe 2 mats is a treat, sure. There we go. Finally earns himself some resources. We're going to get rid of the table just to make sure a little bit more go down.
There you go. And just one of the diamond ready to go. But like you said, the materials, not so much on the table. But look at that. You could just disengage against Min Min, run away, get your materials back. That's why he just wanted to make the most of that stock. He knew it was going to pop on the next good hit. Just get some damage in and keep going.
So without being toxic, Lucina next, do you think? I mean, come on, look at this.
Lucina angle?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's not. I mean, the Min Min's fine. I'm just saying, do you think he swaps?
Well,
like,
you know
I'm more saying, like, we go next here.
I mean, this is a textbook example of why he would swap, right? Like, clearly acola has adjusted well to the matchup and settled in.
It is interesting, though, Cody, because he didn't take a lot of time with this counter pick, which we have seen him do a lot. He does a lot of thinking in between these games, but he instantly locked in against acola.
Yeah, this is looking a little grim. You might need the curveball that is the Lucina. But, oh man, there's so much resources then. Oh, try to get the snipe. The sheesh laser
He's
not gonna connect.
Okay, never mind. My bad. He was going kind of crazy on that stock, though. He was racking it up. And
he just wants to rock. Body yada yada. Game 2 in the books there for acola. Game 3 coming up now.
1-1 here. See who gets this game 3. This game 3 is very important for the counter pick, and we know how important the counter pick is specifically for Banham.
Yeah.
No question.
I mean, getting that first game, obviously, the first step to success. So wherever he elects to go right now, obviously will favor either the Lucina or Min Min. I definitely think the Lucy might make an appearance, but you never know.
Just an idea.
Yeah,
I mean, I think the issue with the Lucina is, like, we've seen it overcome so many players, but her game plan is somewhat, you know, we've said it a million times.
Base roster?
Yeah, very.
Very base roster.
But, like, he has it refined to a diamond. You know what I mean? This is platinum Lucina, but at the same time, you kind of know what to expect. Meanwhile, Min Min always has that goofy shit, right?
True.
But so that's the strength of his lineup.
Yeah, and the thing I'll say about that, too, is that he does play her very differently. We heard Tweet come up here after he lost to the Lucina. He said, I need to figure this out still, which is like, are we saying that in 2023 about someone's Lucina still? Like, that can't be true, right? He's just, again, we've always said about Proto, he is so different. Banham here on his counter pick. We are staying with the Min Min. Smaller stage, though. Able to cover more of it with the arms. Can't run away quite as much with Steve. Good idea here from Banham.
All right, full faith in the Min Min. I like that, man. I mean, you know, you kind of think it is going to be the Lucy making an appearance, but I mean, for all the reasons you kind of alluded to, man, it's definitely a base roster disadvantage against somebody like Steve, the kind of the picture perfect DLC for anybody looking for some real broken shit.
Textbook definition. Yeah. What's interesting to me is how Banham is using the arm by throwing it over a wall and then fast falling, and that megawatt will slowly drop on top of Steve's head, maybe flatten it out even more. And we keep seeing him just excellent with that.
Lands on it like a platform. It's a square.
Oh, wait, big damage here. And I think this first stock is so important against Steve because you can snow. We've seen so many Steve games where it's like, well, do they have 3 diamonds on the first stock? Like, how did the pacing of the match go? And it's so important in terms of snowball. And maybe that's a big reason why Banham didn't switch. Just like, all right, you know what? Cola got all the momentum. Oh, dang, those blocks are clear.
He's trying to catch him. He's trying to catch him spot dodging or
Yeah.
something. Good idea by Banham.
Some defensive option, but
yeah.
Cola not giving it up and Banham not getting punished for it. You can see it again. There's that fastfall.
Going
And I
right
like
over the blocks.
and it's interesting because Cola's putting in a spot where Banham would have to fastfall onto the platform.
Yeah.
But Banham is kind of threading the needle to get in there just to provide a threat through the wall. We're going to chase up, but not entirely.
I thought we'd see the neutral air from the Megawatt for sure.
Yeah,
that blast off the top.
He's definitely doing that on purpose. So if he builds the wall in such a way, Banham can't really do the fast fall with the arm because he might land on the platform and puts him in a bad spot. It looks intentional with the way that he's spacing it. Very interesting.
Oh, nice. This time shooting first
Ew.
with the dragon
There you
arm,
go.
saving
Yeah.
the Megawatt for second.
That was an ugly shot, the first one.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, too, because, I mean, we can all agree that these are two of the strongest characters in the game, but we don't see this matchup a ton.
Oh,
You know
not
what I
at
mean?
all.
The intricacies are very, very deep here. Look at this. I need to build 2 walls, 3 walls. Okay, yeah, we're just refreshing. Okay, yeah. We
Up
did
and
a
over
different
this time.
approach.
I mean, at the highest level too, man. Like these are the pilots for those characters. So very telling who's able to come out on top. One apiece. The pressure continuing to mount. Though loving what we're seeing from Banham, but a-cola able to fight out a disadvantage so well. And look at the combo game from Steve. One of the most reliable things in the game.
Oh, man.
I'm like,
Stubborn down air.
you gotta figure out another
Treat
way
that like
down.
Lucina's up B now.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm in disadvantage. Send it.
Send it.
I want the floor.
And when you get one of those dive kicks and you have a bad disadvantage state, bro, it's hard to not do it, to be honest with you. It really is. But either way, Proto gone now, actually. Banham off the top. a-cola played that stock beautifully.
Yeah, and we're seeing a shift here in the midpoint of the set. I mean, Banham was doing such a great job, but a-cola really holding the second stock down. Only has taken 48%, got a lot of resources, got the second diamond, the backup on deck here.
And I like the usage of the Megawatt to get rid of the wall, but even still, you're giving Steve quite a bit of time to just keep mining and keep the pace low. Gonna drop that anvil on him. And yeah, Banham just kind of getting dunked on here.
Yeah, to your point, Coney, you cannot allow a-cola to have this many resources, right? Like, it's already such an uphill battle, and it just continues to get worse. Just swinging with all the diamond hits, pressure with the anvil. Where do you go from here? The answer might just be down if he gets his way.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Still
That
alive.
took a long time.
No resources here. I mean, it's got diamond and gold, but no
was gonna
blocks.
say,
But
yeah,
Exactly.
who
He has
needs it?
diamond and gold.
a-cola
That's
does
all he
not
needs.
care, bro. Yeah, exactly.
Dude is rich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who wants dirt and stone, right? Like,
True.
how about the diamond and the gold?
That's right, Chuck. Tell him, Chuck.
That's right.
Chuck got expensive taste.
It's true.
Too bad I don't have that much money.
I'm happy with zirconium. It's the thought that counts.
Go to
wrong with
Pandora. Go to Pandora. She can't tell the difference.
I'll go to
wrong.
Target.
Nothing wrong with the CZ here and there. Now we got CZ. We might see the counter pick coming in next. Proto, I mean, the master of counter picks here, I think, left in this bracket. Him and Tweak, really. I mean, honestly.
Right. I think this is interesting because Proto, I don't know about you guys, but when I was watching him, I was like, damn, he kind of looks unstoppable.
Yeah.
And then
Agreed.
Tweak barely slipped by him.
Oh,
barely.
man.
By a hair on a monkey's tail. Just like right there. Very close. And now, I mean, he might be stopped by a-cola, who's one of the best players from his country. It sucks to come all the way to America and face a-cola, if you're Proto, but
Especially when there's only 2 Japanese players in
Exactly.
the bracket.
That's true. It's almost like a faded match, to be honest with you.
and it
Who will
loses
carry the
bracket,
torch?
so.
Who's going to rep Japan going forward, really, Who's it going to be?
Ultimate Summit 6, so many storylines unfolding here as we come into the tail
Okay.
end of it.
I love it,
Let's
man.
give this a shot.
Oh, okay.
So Lucina, I mean, listen.
Doesn't hit quite the same for some reason.
Proto Sephiroth went hard in Squad Strike.
It's true.
That's
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't showing anyone his characters. I rember that.
Yeah, that was the
That was hidden.
Sandbag Squad Strike.
Yeah,
100%.
sandbag strike.
It really was.
Sand strike.
We're going to land on that platform?
Looking like
Hell
Luke.
yeah. I like refreshing the jump on that. Very smart.
Do you think a-cola knows about the up B?
Watch out! Watch out!
I would say
Check him notebook.
Yeah, I would say due to their past encounters, he might know a thing or two. And the thing that acola has over his other opponents is he can read that notebook too. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
He knows what
Wait
they're
a
gonna
second.
say.
Yeah, wait a minute.
He
Wait a
leveled the
minute.
playing field. Wise, acola. Wise.
Very wise.
Very wise indeed.
Yes, back air at this location. Yes, yes.
All right, look at this, getting the job done with Lucina. There's something magical when it's specifically the game switch from Min to Lucina that throws everyone for a loop. I don't know if Proto has lost from going Min into Lucina.
Isn't that weird?
That is
Nobody's
crazy.
ready for it. It's something that you know is going to happen,
Yep.
and yet consistently it's a real pitch to deal with.
Yeah.
Nobody's found a way, but acola, if he could just land this kill move. Right now, I think trying to get that diamond just to get the next stock secured.
Man.
There we
Finally,
go.
diamond online, but are you going to craft it here on your second stock? Yes,
Yeah, he
you
is.
are. Acola with the confidence. But, of course, Banham keeping the pressure on. Beautiful grab here. Oh, tries to get the hop out of the minecart. Oh, look at this recovery.
I'm telling you, bro, the mobility that he gets from this Lucina, he's evading so well while still continuing to apply all kinds of pressure.
He's
That
slinging
big
too, man.
tempo
The
switch that
up B!
Lucina brings
The up B!
to the table, paying off.
He's
Yes,
spicy
baby!
with it, bro. Defensively, offensively, up B is the MVP for Banham.
Side B1 off stage is just so swag. It doesn't matter what game it is.
feels good.
It doesn't matter
yeah.
what game. It's so cool.
True.
Gets the
he's-
double,
oh,
gets the
man.
triple.
The thing about Banham's Lucina, it will edge guard you, man. No fear, all aggression off stage. Look at this, man. I think the word for his Lucina is the movement. That is really the thing that puts it over the edge. And the up Bs.
It's artful. It really is.
of course, yeah.
The way that he moves with Lucina is
Yeah.
elegant.
Put that shit
it
in the
really
museum,
is.
bro.
Yeah.
For real.
Genuinely.
It's kind of funny, like he's been applying so much pressure this game. I think the only up Bs we see from him have been on recovery. Like he hasn't had to mash out of too much.
Oh, wait, I don't think you can do the up B thing.
Oh,
again.
that's one.
yeah,
You got one. He had to give us one. He had to give us one.
Proto.
Wise, wise, wise.
Very wise, Venom.
Appreciate it, sir.
Neutral air, both hits connecting too. Good opportunity for Banham to take down this game, toss him off stage. This is where he's best. Neutral air pops him out though. So
That neutral air popped up high.
Yeah,
I guess because he's so high.
Tech,
But
is it
Hit the block. Oh, as soon as he could hit the block, right on cue. It's like those bodies are just drawn to it out of hit.
it really is.
I mean, like Coney was pointing out, I think there's magnets in every single type of block, right?
It feels like, I don't know how those magnets work.
Yeah.
So, but it does feel like
Magnets?
people just be bonking on
Yeah,
those
how do
blocks.
they work?
So here we go, game 5.
Man.
So
Of course it's got to be game
You
5.
stay Lucy. I mean, if I'm being honest, the Min is good, but the Lucina is primo.
Yeah.
I know it's upped and it's enhanced by the fact that he could go back and forth, but the Lucina, there's something special about this, man.
Yeah.
It's premium.
And that really says something about him as a player because Lucina is probably the most vanilla-ass bitch in this game, to be honest with you. You know what I'm
Very
saying?
true.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you make her look cool? How do you make her look special? I don't know. Get the notebook. Figure it out, man.
Wake up, go to work, Starbucks, and TikTok. That's Lucina, baby. But somehow he's found a way to make her interesting.
A simple life, okay? There's nothing to be shameful of. Come on.
Yeah, and even these waveland backwards, like the movement, like you guys were pointing out, just amazing. So much fun to watch. And when Banham gets a hit, the off-stage massacre begins, man. It is just either a lot of damage or you just get the stock. And of course, the Lucina sticking with it, but its final destination, it's gonna be here on acola's counter pick.
Interesting, too, because, I mean, we talked about the Steve discourse recently. We do have FD open and Kazuya on the side of acola, but he's really sticking through it against Banham, going with the Steve to close it out. Game 5, gentlemen. Let's go.
All right, let's get it. I mean, final destination appropriate for the final match of this set. It has been very promising appearance for the Lucina. But a little bit of a rocky start in this first 30 seconds.
Diamond already online here, or not online, but has been gathered.
On the table, yeah.
Of course, we're gonna tech away. Tech in.
Oh, wow. Just
Beautiful navigation.
swinging that sword perfectly around the space of Proto.
He was waiting for that minecart, actually, jumping once and then double jumping right over it. Got to deal with that move, and Lucina can do it very well. Combination of how she moves and also having that really good hitbox on her forward air helps her out a lot.
Not crafting the diamond. just yet.
Yeah.
This is how it gets out of control against acola, is that he keeps Diamond in the back pocket, you kill him, and then he has access to the strongest, probably the strongest character in the game, honestly, when Steve has the Diamond ready to go.
You can see he doesn't even care. He's just picking at the ground with his bare hand. Doesn't want tools, just wants to sit on that Diamond for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And Banham is not really forcing his hand. I mean, he's trying to swing at him, but acola is just controlling the pace beautifully, 65% on the second stock. Acola's not even at 100.
Nah, man, he is definitely in
Oh,
focus.
no
man.
way!
And the one thing we kind of gave credit to, doing a good job avoiding the minecart, but not on that exchange, down to his final stock and kind of fleeting an opportunity to defend that Summit Championship, getting away from Proto. And Cola looking unstoppable.
And we've seen people dismantle the Min before, you know, kind of run that character over, but the Lucina like this, I mean, 3 stocks to 1, it's a little bit more rare. Let's see if Banham has something in the back pocket. That Dancing Blade will do it. We're trying to get rid of that table. Yeah, 2 more stocks, but this is what we always talk about. Lucina doesn't have that cheese X factor, right? She's kind of bland milquetoast.
I mean, the edge guarding is
that's all you got.
much, yeah, that's a rinse and repeat for the most part, and you got to get multiple reps. It's not just one stray wild hook and you just get the knockout, right?
You got to get heads or tails like 4 times in a row, and that's a little bit tougher.
If he gets acola off stage, we might see some magic, but you got to get there first too, which is going to be tricky. Falling up air though, good movement here from Banham. He really is fighting back super strong now.
With everything we've seen out of Banham throughout this tournament, kind of hard to count him out just yet. He's mounting a comeback, and he's going to get it! What a back air from deep out of nowhere, and he still has some life left in this final game.
Telling you, hold.
Yeah, she may not have the X factor, but she does have the capability to be able to bring it back if you just play perfectly.
That's it.
However,
I was going to say.
A little bit too low there. Blockman comes through. We got a hug between these two. And acola will continue on in the tournament. Proto showing us some real Lucina mastery there, particularly on that last stock, but just wasn't enough. And acola's going to move on.
It felt like it was so doable, though, right? I mean, you get that back air out of nowhere, shades of the old RKO, man. Just it was so clean right there, 40%, and then just Cola comes down, a couple hits off stage, the blocks to kind of supplement for a solid edge guard, and before you know it, hugs all around because acola continues on in the tournament.
You got to earn all of those hits on Lucina, every single one.
Yeah, like for that comeback there, Proto got the, flipped 4 coins and called him right every single time. The offstage was rough. Very amazing job from acola, setting multiple blocks up. Proto was able to double jump fair one of the blocks, but there's still one more that blocked the up B there. So incredible knowledge of the recovery, incredible usage of that block, and was able to end the set. I mean, had the lead the whole time, right? Proto was cooking and just completely halted that momentum on that final stock. Incredible stuff for closing it out there.
Of course.
I will say at the very least, with Proto's elimination there, Leo does still hold the only distinction of multiple back-to-back Summit champion. So at least he's got that right. He's the only one to do it back-to-back. So Proto came close, but that game 5 a little too much. But we saw this Min, right, really unleashed in game number 1. Had a lot of hope, man. The Battle of DLC would swing the way of Min on that one, but it wouldn't keep up.
It was looking amazing for Banham, honestly, in that first game. Looking like a whole different matchup there. But acola, and I love it too because you have the tried and true counter picker versus like I'm going to pick the best character in the game and I'm going to win with him too. So you get to see a lot of great matchups across different stages, character specialists through and through.
Yeah, and I feel like the reason why the Banham Lucina is it just feels so impactful when Banham switches to the Lucina. It's because either on Battlefield, small Battlefield, these platforms, I think Banham is very comfortable on with Lucina, right? But then when the Lucina's getting counterpicked, right, that's where it can get a little shaky. And acola just playing that game 5 so well, and it was on Final Destination. I
just love the character, just the difference in them. You know what I mean? Because like Tweak plays Diddy and Sephiroth, and they're different, but they're not this different. It's like, I don't know, Min is the hottest wings you've ever eaten, and Lucina is just a glass of 2% milk. It's just like, all right, let's get the the base pH up a little bit.
This is where I still had hope right there. That back end.
Yeah, that was it, man.
But it would not last too long. Look at that, man.
Didn't even have the full diamond tools or anything, dude. He went with the base kit. Clean it up.
Recovery blocked, literally.
Basic
the
solution.
starter kit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there we go. That's going to do it for our first 5th place match. Cola is going to continue on.